Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to The Surge. Sadly, two of the episodes that I had recorded kinda got deleted, more or less, because they stopped recording mid-session and it never said anything. So, this area I'm in, the Resolve Biolabs, I already have completed, as well as took a little bit of a dive.
Take care.
Shut up. Into the DLC, the Good, the Bad, and the Augmented, which is this room right here. I'm gonna avoid showing you that just because, all in all, it was not fun. It was not enjoyable. I didn't like playing it. It's more or less like an arena style kind of thing where, or I guess episodic kind of arena fight, where it's, you go into a final boss area after fighting through 3 randomly chosen, or I guess, depending on the episode, chosen level. And it's just not fun. I didn't enjoy it, and the loot you got kinda looks cool, but at the same time, I really didn't enjoy it all that much. Now on our way back... Shut up, John. It doesn't show it, I don't believe, but now we can actually attend to the evil production line, the big sister. So now that we have the Botex core from Dr. Chavez from the Resolve Biolabs that we weren't able to use before, I just have to actually shock this. And then to the circulation tower. So now we can get in this lab. So these guys actually fire gas canisters. This gas is actually the Resolve formula that's technically toxic. So they can't really do as much damage as their partners in crime, the flamethrowers. Except if they actually smack you with the gun for some reason. And clearly, as you can see, another one of those smelters. I'm not going to fight him right now, obviously. Going to avoid him. So one kind of weird synergy these guys have is that if they're with their flamethrower buddies, they will actually do like an explosion with if the flamethrower hits the gas. Oh, and here's big flamey two-handed guy, I guess. Whoa! And it's just a big fire axe. Gimme. Yank. The MG Vulcan. That looks badass. I'm gonna use that for a little bit. There's nothing else back here. I also unlocked the ability to use 2 weapons, so now I can equip 2 separate weapons rather than just one. Oh my god. This unupgraded does the same damage as the Firebug Throttle. Oh my gosh. So I'm actually not going to equip that right now, just because it doesn't do nearly enough damage for what I need to be using. So I'm just going to be...
The trailing system, or unit completely recharged.
Don, please. I'm going to actually just get some rig armature, or, what is it? Tungsten alloy, to upgrade it.
Or injury.
Don, I don't care. Oh, just a randomly placed item. I know there is another weapon, I believe, in that blue room, but there's also a lot of enemies in there. So the flamethrower guys will actually sometimes be wearing a, Jesus, gas canister on their back. Where if I hit the gas canister and do enough damage to it, it will just straight up rupture, and they will instantly die. Ow. Die. Aw. I didn't get the execution. Whatever. So now I can actually get into this room. I could already get in the other side, but this side's, like, behind all the enemies. Which is kind of silly that they don't hear a giant door opening behind them. But I believe... Yeah, so there's just a lot of enemies in here. So I'm just gonna pull some of them out. Come on. And basically just decapitate them all. I do kind of want tungsten alloy, even if it is only Mark II. That's not what I wanted to use. Go over her. And as you can see, that dude also... Oh, I may have stirred up more than I can... Oh, okay. As you can see, that guy also has the, one-armed, or one-rigged weapon. So he basically has a giant flaming blade on one arm. Decapitate. Come on. Yeah, I don't know why they're not rushing me as like a group, because they totally could, but I'm not gonna stop them. Oh my gosh. Fine, get over here. Come on. Ow! Chop. And what is this one? The MG Vigilus. Oh. Let's see what we got. We got Reclamation Buddy, so more scrap if I equip it.
I noticed some irregularities during my last review. There seems to be significant aberrations in the payload dispersal unit. My first course of action was to inform my supervisor, considering the matter closed. But here it is again. It's infuriating. My only conclusion is there are problems down the line. Unless changes have been made and we have not been notified, which is completely unacceptable. But every time I raise the matter, here I am. Happy birthday, little brother. Hope you're doing okay. We haven't heard from you in a while. Is work taking over again? I know the added responsibility will take a while for you to get used to. It's not really in your nature to be the boss man. Seriously though, we appreciate everything you're doing for us. Don't think we don't. You're always in our Mom misses you madly, of course. Her widow pumpkin. We all miss you. Enjoy your party and the cake. You're the best. Love, Peggy.
So, anyway, now that I've... Oh, Jesus. Scarab, no! Scarab, no! I really should not be decapitating them. I should actually be going to heal myself, but I'm really silly about this right now. There's just a lot of grenade launcher guys in this area. Yeah, they also like to launch a lot of grenades. Whew. Ding dong. Boop, boop, boop. And as you can see, it's just very dark and smoky. Open sesame. Ooh. Ooh. He was gonna roast me alive. I'm just gonna open this.
Mr. First, Creo is a company with a global reputation to uphold, and the employees
employees under your supervision have not only broken company policy, but also numerous federal laws. Still, as you have repeatedly assured us of their reliability and are willing to answer for these individuals, we have decided not to pursue this further. But be assured, we will not accept any future transgressions. As a part of Creo's administrative team, we know we can trust you on this matter. There are plenty of good men out there in need of work. Something you should also remember. Sincerely, Jay Connolly.
So as you can see, Ferguson, one of the people that the former audio logs were referring to, is actually not that big of an asshole. He's been trying to keep his staff out of trouble with, you know, exec, which is not fun things to deal with. But either way, they still hate him on both sides, so it's kind of unfair to him. Ow! Die! Whoa! Where will we be? Oh, we're actually getting close to the boss. Or closer. This is a long-ass climb. So now, we have a quick way back. So I only have to fight through a few enemies to actually get back down there. If I die. Which, obviously, because it's me, it won't happen. He says this jumps off the cliff. Choop, 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 choop. Let's see what else we can find. I think there was more enemies over hither. Yes. Even more annoying, they can't actually hurt each other with their guns, which is really annoying. Even though that poisonous gas will do untold damage to me. Being in it is just kind of like the same thing as standing in the corrosive stuff. It just kind of whittles your health down super fast, and you can't do anything about it. Found out where to go. Woo. So this is another one of those corroded weapons. It's just the butterfly, the forklift. Where is that? Right here. It's just these, but because they've been sitting in the corrosive material, now they're pointy. It's kind of silly. I'm just gonna stick with the weapons I have right now, and I don't really need this because I stick to my using my my energy heals. Ooh, he just shoulder checked me in the face. And now he's dead for it. I don't like that way. That's kind of dangerous. Luckily, because he was looking the wrong way, he just kind of gets backstabbed and gets fricked. Yay, more final injections. Oh, and I leveled up with it. Nice! Nope. This kind of sucks because there's like no room to fight. Ow. And it's a drop for an item. Let's get it. Sustaining array. I think that decay or stops or slows the decay of my energy. So pretty useful. Choo, back up there. Yeah, it's kind of weird. This game stretches out the combat where there's areas with very little going on and areas with so much going on that if you make a wrong move, you're gonna die. And this area probably highlights that more than most because everything is separated by long walkways.
You've got to knock it off. I told you last time they're watching everything we do here. Stupid stuff like that may be amusing to you, but I worked hard to get my position, and I don't want to lose it over some co-worker's attempt at humor.
Again, that's just Ferguson addressing his little underlings.
Hey, we've met.
Oh, Irina. Yay!
I was joking, you know. I mean, how could I forget my white knight?
So, do you have a plan, or are you just wandering around?
I haven't really thought it through. I just can't sit around doing nothing. I don't know about this blackout, but in that moment, I could feel them dying. Hundreds of them, screaming down the wire. I can't shake it. Like echoes in my skull. Like there's this voice inside of me. Maybe I'm just going crazy, but... all those people. There has to be a reason why we're still here. Don't you think it's our duty to stand up and do something? Anything!
Well, you survived. That's better than most.
Oh, I can deal with a couple of psychos. But I have to thank you. You really helped me out there.
I need to go. See you around.
Try not to get yourself killed.
It's a bit hard to tell, but if you look at her left leg and her left arm, she's currently wearing the security set. And as you remember before, she also said she was only an engineer. So there's two possibilities there. Either she was lying and she wasn't just an engineer, or she's just kind of falling into some kind of relapse and becoming a security officer. It's kind of weird. This game's idea behind all of the ongoings are a bit out there. And now we can actually get something really cool if I can not die in here, because I think I know what's in here. Oh, it's only launcher guys, so that's really easy. If they just sit back there, I can't do anything. But I can get a new exo rig that gives me more implant slots. So, all good. Hop, hop, and decapitation. Alright, so now that I have a new exosuit, I get more colors, as well as now I can equip more implants for leveling up.
Hello, my friend.
Oh, Joe!
Missed me? I'm in need of your help again. Or rather, some of your tech scrap. I'll put it to good use. Promise.
I just hope I won't regret that.
You're doing the right thing. Trust me.
You doing all right in there?
Still alive. if that counts. The dead will never know how it feels to be left behind, left alone. But I've still got a job to do, and with your help, maybe, just maybe.
You're needing a lot of tech scrap. What did you say you were using it for?
I didn't. I don't have the words. Maybe one day. Understand, my friend. I have a score to settle. Something I have to do. Because somebody has to care.
See you then.
Don't let me hold you back.
I have no idea what that last line is supposed to mean, but in short, she's just making a weapon that we can steal later. I think it's down here. So actually, we're getting very close to the boss, which is probably one of the most unfair fights that you will ever see. So now, I got super quick access to Ops. I should probably go rest at Ops before I die during the boss. I'm actually going to take my first attempt on here, and then probably
Shouldn't you be at your designated work site?
cut it until I actually kill it. Let's see. So now, oh, I only have to spend 2,500 to equip this. Cool. So now it changes my jumpsuit. I can change the color of my jumpsuit. I kind of like this because, you know, it just looks weird and cool. And then I can also change the color of my suit, which I'm going to change it back to black because black is awesome. I also leveled up a bunch. I'm level 45 now. Let's see. Let's upgrade. The MG Vigilus and the NG Vulcan. So now we get a big flaming axe and a big flaming blade.
Look out for your fellow workers. They look out for you.
It's probably a better idea to be using the ones that give me more health, but at the same time, I'm kind of crazy. Alright, so let's show you the introduction to this boss. I get to fight a big evil construction line. Ow. It's also a very loud boss fight. Ow. And if you get knocked down, you kind of don't get to attack it, which is kind of a bummer, but whatever. One down. So that slam, it does like 3 or 4 times. It's kind of annoying if you're not fast. So now, I move on to the main fight. So, there's actually, the challenge for this boss is to kill it before it uses, or you kill any of its arms, or I believe half of its arms. So I usually just go straight to the boss. If the camera would shift, which it's supposed to. I'm probably gonna die, so yeah. Whew. So if you couldn't tell, this boss is very loud. You actually have to kill its head before you even go after the arms. Or half the arms. I don't really remember which. It's not too bad, but what's supposed to happen is once you get close enough, the camera shifts.
Please remember, safety
Blah, blah, blah.
at work is our highest priority.
The
and should
cam-
be yours.
the camera is supposed to shift so you get a much closer view of the attacks the head is performing. Which really stinks because the head does quite a bit of damage, as you saw. Come on. And so do the arms. The flaming little jets on the arms do ungodly amounts of damage just from touching you. Then hitting you with like a full-on attack does even more. So this fight is not a fun or fair one. It's honestly one of the worst ones after, you know, having the best boss fight being the Firebug, because the Firebug was actually cool. And back into it. Into phase 2. Let's go. Ow. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this with just, you know, fighting the actual head, because those flame jets are really annoying. Alright. I'm gonna cut it there for right now, and I will come back after I've killed it. And you will see me fighting it for that entire fight. But, until then, sayonara. There it is. Got him. It only took me like 3 or 4 tries, surprisingly. I did. Oh no, it's dead. I don't think I would have cut those wires, but whatever. I did have to upgrade a few times, and I changed out some of my implants, as well as upgraded, I want to say, 2 pieces of my armor a little bit. So, it's not like I didn't do it without a little bit of help, but at the same time, this boss is just not a fun boss. It's not a hard boss, per se, as long as, you know, you take out the correct legs. I took out, as you'll see, I took out one side of them, because that way I only had to worry about the other side taking swings at me. So now, where do I go from hither? I think there's a drop I have to make. Yeah, right here. Alright. Item. I'm gonna get to the next area, and then I'm gonna cut it there, because I think this episode might be getting a tiny bit long. Big long elevator. You could expect someone to be singing Snake Eater while they climbed it. Oh no! I fell through a conveniently placed hole in the floor. Oh, Jesus. Alright, we're gonna cut it there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.